Oh, yeah, cool little intro.
Yeah, we had no damn sound.
You didn't hear nothing?
Nah.
Oh, that sucked.
And it was jumping around.
Was it? Didn't work as planned then.
Well,
It was
listen,
working on my end.
If Pete's listening to my damn phone.
Toby Keith, yeah, I guess. Anything's better than that shit.
Listen, we're getting better, right?
No, we are, yeah.
What's up, Facebook world? Sorry about last week. I had some issues, but listen, I think Gary did all right. Listen, he did so well that his ego grew, and now he's got an intro with just him in it. It's awesome.
Oh, here we go.
So welcome to Predmore Happy Hour. Northeast Happy Hour with Predmore and sometimes Mearns.
Sometimes Mearns.
Hey, you see my cup?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Thanks, Murdoch.
Yeah.
So, listen, man, last show was, I'm so sorry I missed it. I really am, dude. And we were parked right next to Christian, too, last couple Saturdays ago up at Bethel Motor Speedway, man. That was a good race. So we got a couple sprinters on here tonight. And but before we get started, our condolences go out to Ronnie Goodrich and his family. I think what the Orange County Fair Speedway allowed them to do today was absolutely awesome.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, they had his funeral what do they call it? Funeral procession, right? Say that right?
Procession, yeah.
Yeah, I think my mustache is too big. They allowed that to happen on on the front stretch and down the racetrack and that's amazing. That's awesome. And our condolences to the family. And we lost a good dude, man. That guy was kind of a no nonsense kind of guy, man. I really liked him. I really did. He was a good dude.
It's around for a long time too.
Yeah. So, I don't know. A lot of rain this past weekend. Bethel rained out. Accord Speedway. Listen, a buddy of ours, Timmy Southern.
Yeah.
I guess he went for a ride. And,
he got the second turn wall, as many have. But he wound up flipping. He's all right, though.
Yeah, so they cut the night short because of the ambulance.
Yeah.
Orange County rained out because the wife came home early, so that was cool.
Yeah, the Valley rain. I think everybody pretty much rained out.
Yeah.
So it wasn't much going on.
But other than that, it's been the Matt Shepard Stewart show, Stewie show, and pretty much anywhere, as far as Northeast racing goes. But
that's all right.
Listen, quick shout out to ABC Decides. Andy Crane, thank you, sir. I think he helped us out this week, right, with our logo.
Yep.
And of course, our good buddy Nate, TGIR merch. September 12th, the Unruly Race. We're going. We're in. We're doing it. I talked everybody into it. We're going.
And also, if this week is camera and autograph night at Accord, so if you need something, I'm sure Andy can hook you up with some hero cards or something like that.
Those
so if
things
you
are
need
awesome. I have I bought like 100 of them from last year. They're absolutely amazing. They're great. They're top quality. They are awesome. What's up, bud? Good to see you. So,
all right.
So before we get to the guys, let's get to them and then we'll talk later. Sound good?
All right, perfect. All right, so we got Steve Kyzer and Dan Malley.
Well, I'm glad you guys figured out how to put your names on there because I wouldn't know which one is which.
My daughter had to do it.
Yeah. So
don't feel bad. It took me long enough to get hooked on.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I went through
technology and old people don't mix.
Oh, dude. No. Not at all. Last week, the house was like last week I understood how my kids felt when the internet goes out. I mean, they lose their minds. Oh, what do I do? And last week, that was me. We had Christian Eccles on the show, and no internet. I couldn't text nobody. I couldn't do nothing. It's like it's miserable.
That was your one time too. We actually had somebody, and here you go. You want to
thanks, guys.
Skip town.
Listen, he said that.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
That didn't mean it like that.
Apparently you did.
But you did say it, though.
Yeah.
No, I stopped myself. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's your announcer at the Accord Speedway. Good job.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I see where this is going, huh?
Yeah, man. This is going to be one of them nights, This is going to be one of them nights.
I should be drinking beer instead of Coke, I guess, huh?
Listen, don't be starting that shit either, dude. That makes you bald and you grow a beard.
Yeah.
So, guys, welcome to the show. Listen, I love when there are 20 or 30 of you guys at Accord Speedway. Man, what a race you guys put on. The slide jobs, this, that, the other thing. let's talk about what's going on here in 2021. I know you guys. I believe you're still up at Accord, right? And where else do you guys go?
Sometimes we've been running down at all last year. We ran down at New Egypt, and like Steve, when we get a chance, we run down there. He ran down there last week. I just wish you could build this class. It's a hard class, but it's a real fun class.
Yeah. Now you guys are running 602 crates, right?
Yep.
Yes, they are. 602 crate with a 4-barrel and alcohol.
Okay. Are you allowed anything else, or is that just that's what it is?
No, we're stuck right now. We tried to follow New Egypt rules and try to bring them guys north. That was the deal.
Yeah.
The hard part for them is on Friday night to get there by 7 o'clock is tough.
Yeah. And how many cars are they drawing in down in New Egypt?
Last week we were down there was 14 cars.
Okay.
But
Now,
we went down last year, Dan and I, for the All-Star show. We had almost 20 cars.
Right.
So the cars are out there. It's just to get the guys together at one time at one place.
Now, are you limited on what kind of chassis you're allowed to run, or is it pretty much whatever?
It's whatever chassis. We're running old wing cars.
Okay.
I'm running triple X's. Stan Henry's running triple X's. Jeremy Quick's on a 5-bar maximum. I just sold another car that's going to be built. There's a few out there we know of. Steve runs a totally different chassis.
Yeah, we got two Avengers. We got a 2018 Avenger and a 2015 Avenger. One's going to be the wife's car for next year. So
yeah,
it's all.
You said the wife's car?
Yes, the wife's car.
God bless.
Yeah, man.
So how many different chassis builders are there?
There's got to be 5, 6. You got Mach 1, which is Mark Smith out of PA. Eagle. And there's a few other JEI. A couple guys running. I think Eric Jennings. I think he has a JEI. There's a handful.
Yeah. Now, are these the same chassis that you see like World Outlaws, just minus the wings?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically the same car, just different power plant.
Okay.
So I got to ask though, why is it not taking off up here in the Northeast like it is down there? I mean, you say a 14 car. Why is guys not stepping up and trying this class out? Any ideas?
Everything I believe at Accord is no tech, no check.
Okay, makes sense.
It's hard to find a tech guy to come to us that's neutral and going to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why we tried to take on New Egypt rules. And the agreement was we were going to run every other week here, and they were going to run every other week there. So we could go there on Saturdays, they can come here on Fridays.
Right.
Okay, gotcha.
But it just hasn't seemed to gel.
Right. Now, is there a series that you guys can follow, or is it just right now you're just running Accord and New Egypt?
It's just Accord, New Egypt, Northeast Wingless Sprint.
Right.
Yeah, and Dan and I also ran a few 360 shows last year.
Yeah.
Just to show that the cars if you get a good slick track, we can keep up to them.
Mhm.
Because they overpower where we can get fight and go.
Yeah, we ran with the USAC here at Middletown. We were planning on running here again this year. But when the track got tacky, I said, you know what, I'm out. You just can't keep up on a tacky track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the sportsman guys in PA, they offered us to come down and run with them. I know Eric Jennings run with a couple of times and won. So they've asked us to come.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's a 5-6 hour trek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard
Now,
for us.
we've seen them on MAV TV as well. Running like Weed Sport and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I made the trip to Grandview, but unfortunately, it got rained out.
Yeah. So is that a series? Like I know the sprinters are running. There's like ESS. There's CRC, but those are wing stuff.
Yeah, up there
Yeah.
they call it a super sportsman.
Okay.
It's basically the same chassis, except the bottom tube is a 2x4. Same power plant. Like Eric's been up there and he's won a few times. So our cars are very powerful against everybody else.
Yeah.
and they're a lot of fun to ride. You know, they're a handful of times, but other times it's like sitting in your chair. Then
that's
you don't even break a sweat.
That's what I was gonna say. They look like they could be a real bear up at Accord. I watched them, and they look like they could. Man, they just look like they're sometimes fun to drive, but sometimes they just like you just want to throw the thing out.
Well, I could tell you last week that pure stock, I was pretty upset with that guy because I had the best car I've ever had, and it went in the trailer.
But believe me when I tell you, I know Timmy. You need to keep your emotions to yourself.
No, I know. It's just listen. I don't like to see anybody leave the track, and it just was terrible the way it happened, you know.
Yeah.
But we're gonna run double features on the 30th now.
So, do you guys have a tire rule? And if you do, then what's the cost of maintenance? How long are the tires lasting, and what is it that you run?
Go ahead, Steve. Give that up.
Basically, we run the same size right rear, 105, 16 or an 18 by 15. Left rear is how we get our stagger, anywhere from a 94 to a 98. It all depends, driver preference. You know, a bank track versus a flat track, it's driver preference. But right now, there's a tire shortage, so whenever you can get a Hoosier, McCreary, it's tough.
Yeah. So
you can run either one?
Yeah,
I was gonna.
Yeah, we can run either one.
Yeah, we have nothing. We can run American Racer, Hoosier, whatever.
And which do you guys prefer?
I prefer the Hoosier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm running. I just put everything East Coast Speedhead.
Okay. So
there is no more left.
Is there a difference in tire? You know, with the compound? Is that what you get? Okay. Yes. So is the Hoosier a softer tire?
Well, it's an in between.
Okay.
It's
you get different compounds in the Hoosier. There's no set forms.
And how many races are you guys getting out of a tire?
Last year I ran New Egypt. We were probably getting a month out of a right rear tire.
Yeah, 4 to 5 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys can mix match tires if you want. Say like run a Hoosier or really?
Yes.
Okay.
You can run whatever you want.
Okay.
On all 4 corners can be different.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
But it kind of works though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, what if somebody were to say, you know, they wanted to start racing with you guys? What would it like financially? What would it cost for them to start if they had nothing?
Well, if you buy everything used, like the first 2 years, I bought everything, literally everybody else's stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing new, and I had under $8,500 in the car.
That's not bad. Wow.
I had 2 DNFs only because I flipped them.
And when did you start?
This is my 3rd year.
3rd year. Okay.
Yeah, this is my 3rd year. I bought one that was already complete for $5,500, and I upgraded to a new chassis and for everything new in it. This is my 3rd year in the car.
So $5,500, you're buying a complete race ready Sprinter.
Well, yeah, and there's a lot of them out there. Even if you buy it without a motor, you can get a used 602 crate, $2,500.
Well, listen, I run one in my street stock, and this is just another reason. And Gary's gonna, but this is another reason why I love these crate motors. I love them. Because, you know, you run street stock. I can go to Sportsman. Now I can go to a sprint car with them.
That is a benefit.
Yeah. What are you guys running as far as fuel goes?
Methanol.
Methanol, alcohol, yeah.
Yeah.
And the crate motors, they're okay? They're handling that?
You just got to change the time.
Okay. Yeah. And what are you timing them at?
It's a secret.
So, and these things got starters, right? They're self-starting?
Yeah, they're basically
what was it?
Self-starting and transmission.
And now
we have Burt ones.
And now, is there modifications needed to be done to put a starter in that thing?
No, usually
they need to do it nationwide.
Well, that's what I'm kind of getting at with the 410 sprinters and stuff. Why can't they put starters in them?
Well, the problem with that is
tradition.
No, it takes away. It adds so much more weight and takes away power.
By just adding a starter?
Yeah.
Well, you have to have a starter transmission. There is a class that runs like 305 or 360. Actually, it's a 358. But they put a huge fly drive wheel in it, and you start them direct drive.
Okay.
And that was what WRA.
I love watching you guys like in tight bull rings. nothing against Orange County, but I can't stand watching sprint cars at Orange County. I can't.
Because they
Even
look
the
so
world of
small and they look so slow.
even the world of outlaws. It's just, you know what I mean? They'll run a
Yeah.
30-lap feature in 4 or 5 minutes. But
Oh,
it's
yeah,
just,
it's quick.
there's nothing. There's no racing. I watched years ago Andy Bichetti get into one first time ever and went out and won the feature. But I think that was Sierra Say, when a wing sprinter. But
Yeah.
dude, Ackwood is such a perfect track for these cars. And
Yeah. That's why I said
Yeah.
when they started, Accord is spot on for what that is.
Well, see, originally Gary's son was the one that started
Right.
these,
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
and
Yeah.
I was hoping we were going to jump on board and everybody and their brother was going to come.
Yeah.
I'd love nothing better to go up there with a 20-car field and really rip its hair,
Yeah, I mean, even 12, 14
Yeah.
would be nice,
Yeah.
It's because I love watching them. It's just, I mean, you get 3-4 cars every week, and then you guys get spread out so far. I mean, if you had more cars out there, it'd be a little more exciting to watch,
Yeah.
It stinks.
So you said that you bought a sprint car, Dan and Steve. You guys both bought sprint cars a few years ago. Now, are you guys? Have you guys been racing for a while, and you just decided to try this, or is this is your first time ever being in a race car? Tell us a little bit about your racing history.
In the late 90s, I started with a Sportsman at Lake Mokataw.
Okay.
Up into early 2000s when they closed. Tried Middletown a few times. Really couldn't afford the budget. You got to have the money to run there. And I basically hung it up. And then one day, my boss and I were sitting there eating lunch, and I, going through on Facebook. I said, "Oh, look at this sprint car." He goes, "Let's try it." I said, "Sure, why not?" And that's how it all started.
Yeah.
And then I met Dan and all the guys, and we're like one big family.
Yeah. How about you, Dan?
I started 6 years ago in a slingshot. Me and my stepson, Jordan Lawrence, went and bought slingshots. He was running. I decided to jump in. We started winning everywhere. And out of the blue, I said, you know what? It's time.
Yeah.
So we went out to PA, bought 2 rolling wing cars. We brought them back, made them wingless, built them together in Bobby Tersillo's shop, Rapid Tire.
Yeah.
And we ran 1 year. My stepson watched me flip down the front stretch there at Ackwood. Didn't like it. So we built him a Sportsman modified, and I stayed with the Sprint.
Yeah. So have you guys ever thought about possibly putting, wings on them and going to try, because PA, they're huge.
That's
Sprint
what I
cars
was.
are huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the problem is with that, you got to have a bigger motor.
Yeah.
Right.
Then you get into the 305, the 360. Instead of having a $3,000 motor, now you got a $50,000 motor.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a different.
You don't
step
think that
there.
the crate motors would be able to keep up with them guys on a short track?
At least the 305s.
They do. We ran 360, 305, and our crates all at Penn Can.
Okay.
I finished third that night. I don't know where'd you finish, D? I know you were there.
We went this past year with COVID, and I don't think you were there. We won that night against 305s, a couple 358s.
Yeah, so on certain tracks, as long as it's slick and we can plan our power and they can't, we can run right with them.
Yeah. So, any thoughts on like Knoxville, anything like that, or you just you don't think the crate motor will be able to keep up with them guys?
No, down there, I think that's the best of the best, and I wouldn't mind buying a 360 motor and go trying it.
Yeah. What about when Tony Stewart's like All-Star race? I mean, because you guys said that you had bought they were wing cars, and do you guys ever put the wings on it and go try them, or are you guys just strictly?
I haven't done anything with the wings at all yet. I have them
either.
Yeah. Okay.
I was going to try them, but I did the whole wingless thing. They're so out of control. It's so much fun. I don't think I could drive a Sleeping Beauty wing car.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a huge day. I mean, I watched the USAC car M360s and literally standing up. You're driving with your feet. You know what I mean? Just leave the steering wheel at home because you're driving with your feet. It's amazing.
And if you watch most of the wing cars, they're actually opposite of us. They pull the right front going down the chute where we pull the left front.
Right.
Because the wing sticks them to the inside.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bobby Tursillo told me, "Oh, you got to drive one. You got to drive one." And I'm like, "Why? I could go drive a school bus
Yeah.
and get the same feeling. I don't get it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
So what are and what's usually? I mean, is everybody's pretty much getting paid at Accord, right? They're paying the entire field, or
Just our regular weekly stuff. It's not
Okay.
big.
yeah,
You're not going to go home a rich man.
right.
We do it more like me, Steve, Stan, Jeremy. We're all family. We do everything together. We talk every week. Just trying to build a class. Whoever needs help, we give help to.
Right.
This week we actually had Nick Barry drove 6 hours from New Hampshire
Yeah.
to Accord to put his 14-year-old kid in the car to get canceled, and drove home and ran Rumtown at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah, he texted me at 5:05 Saturday morning. Just got home. We're heading back to the track.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah.
So has there ever been any talks of getting like I mean I haven't seen it yet, but like having like one big race between, you know, to get New Egypt guys and Accord to try to get them here? Has there ever been talks of that? Like trying to, for just say one night only, you know what I mean? Like, or one night down in New Egypt, all you guys go down there or they travel, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we travel from here down there more than, I mean, a couple of guys have come up. Larry Drake brought his stuff up once. Joey Biasi brought one up. But you're still only 5-6 cars, you know, and it's
Right.
not the show.
But that's what I'm saying, to try to get, you know, 20 some cars together at one time, you know?
Yeah, well, last year during the All-Star race in New Egypt, Steve put up money. Oop,
Hey,
I just blinked out. Steve put up money. I put up money. Larry Drake put up money. Just to make sure we were in the show.
right.
And we had a great turnout. I think there was, 17 cars that night, Steve?
Yeah, and then everybody's sponsors threw in a little extra, you know,
Right.
Yeah.
money for whoever led whatever number of lap they wanted to sponsor. It was a big turnout.
Right.
It
Yeah.
really was. I think the winner brought home like $1,000.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
And for us, that's big.
That's
Yeah.
huge, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, even for 17 cars, that's really good.
So other
Yeah.
other than New Egypt and Accord, where else have you guys run these cars?
I've been to Pencan. I've been to 5 Mile
Okay.
Point.
Yeah.
We tried Grandview. We didn't make it. Maybe Dan and I will make a trip to Rumtown. We'll see what happens. You know,
Yeah.
we're trying to promote the class as much as we can.
Yeah, I'm surprised Penn Can didn't really take off. You know, I mean, do they run a weekly division up there as far as spinners go, or are you guys just?
They had a WRA class, but
Okay.
I don't think it was promoted correctly.
Yeah.
You know, that was the
It
problem.
had the wrong guy in charge.
Yeah, the wrong guy in charge.
Do you think that's what the issue is? Maybe up here, it's just that it's not being promoted the right way. What do you think that I mean, I know you're saying payout, but unfortunately, you don't have the cars, you can't have the payout. You know what I mean? Do you think?
Well, the other part of that is like Jersey does by Jersey DOT rules.
Okay. What
There
does
is
that
no
mean?
ifs, ands, or buts. They run just New Jersey State Trooper DOT, which is
Yeah.
Department of Transportation,
Okay.
does all their tech. Your safety, this, that. Up here, you get obviously we don't have anybody. You can do what you want.
Yeah.
And it's going to deter guys from coming here if they're going to race with somebody that, could have anything they want.
Yeah.
Right.
I literally put up a whole thing in my garage. Steve came. I had 5 sprint cars show up in my garage. I hired the guy from New Egypt to come up. Everybody paid their money, and we had our cars tagged.
Yeah.
Just so there was no question when we went to New Egypt, oh, these New York guys are coming down here with this, this, and this.
Okay, yeah.
So us 5 guys did our due diligence, spent the day and had our stuff done.
Yeah. Huh.
More guys need to do that and stick together.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you guys ever considered trying asphalt?
That's for getting to the track.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, but you do have a lot of USAC ground cars and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That ran asphalt and stuff like that. If it was another track that was put out there,
I would go to Bethel if I could.
Yeah.
I would go up there if I had a set of asphalt tires. But that throws in a whole different curve.
Yeah.
I have
do you think you'd be
I-
able to run the tires that you have now up there?
No, because I know Dan.
they'd be gone.
Yeah.
We run stuff on
Yeah.
the road, and they burn off quick.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah, the track was heavy at Accord last week, and it was absolutely beautiful. I wish it would be that every week.
Yeah.
And I chewed a right rear up. I was up on the cushion all night. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
And they
I
just
would
smoke
try asphalt.
That's crazy. That you
I just
blow tires
imagine
off.
I had the race director from Bethel Motor Speedway actually pipe in, and they're always, they're like Accord and Gary, they're always looking
Yeah.
to try something new, and who knows, maybe in the future if it's something, you guys can get a bunch of guys together, it might be something that they be willing to give a shot. It'd be another track for you guys to hit.
I wouldn't have a problem at all going up to Bethel.
Yeah.
Nope, me neither. I do it. Repeat.
It's a local track. Support. It is what it is. Just we'd have
you
to
would
go
just have
find
to-
slicks.
Well, I was just saying, you'd have to figure out a way to put DOT tires on your cars, and then
Yeah, there you
but
go.
I don't know if there's 105-inch, 18-inch wide
no, there isn't.
DOT tire.
I've got plenty of Cooper Cobras if you guys want to try it. Yeah.
But the guy Nick Berry that came down from New Hampshire, he's actually the champion ice racer. They run on ice with 360 wing sprints.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen that up.
Yeah.
Where the hell is that? Like Schenectady,
New Hampshire.
or New Hampshire? Is it?
Yeah, he's the king of the king up there.
Yeah.
He said, "Bring your stuff up the weekend after Martin Luther King Day." He said, "I'll put you in my car. You can run my car in the ice." I said, "I'm coming, bro.
Yeah. Good stuff.
I need to try that."
So are
Yeah,
you
that's
guys?
gotta be cool.
Is it? Are you still weekly up at Accord? It's been a little while
Every
since I've
other.
jumped there on the regular. So every other week.
every third. I wish
Yeah.
it was every week. I really wish.
I think we're going to actually try to change again for next year and make it every week.
Okay.
The reason we made it every other, like I said, was for New Egypt, to try to get them guys to come on their off week and us to go there on our off week.
So
Right.
Bob Radovoy, Bob Radovoy, he just piped in. He said, "Bethel, book it. I'm in."
There you go. See?
Yeah, he'd be there.
Yeah, so even Radovoy's hell of a sprinter, sprinter driver there. Yeah.
He helped me get started.
Okay.
Bob's an awesome guy. Him and Tommy, they actually helped me and my stepson originally get started. And hats off to them guys. They do an awesome job.
Yeah. So so New Egypt, Accord, Pencan, and what's some of the other tracks you guys have raced at? Not with the sprinter, but just raced at in general. Well, you even said, Steve, you said Lake Mocatech, right?
Yeah, Lake Mocatech, 5 Mile Point.
Okay.
Yeah, I raced Kutztown in the slingshot. We went down for the Nationals. We ran down there. Hamlin, but that was all in the smaller cars.
Right.
I've only been at these 3 tracks with my sprint.
Yeah. Okay.
With
And
my
what'd you-
business, it's hard for me to go.
Yeah.
And Steve, what would you said you raced at Mocatech?
We had a sportsman back in
Oh,
the day.
Sportsman. Okay.
Yep.
So if you guys could race anywhere with these cars, where would you want to go with them?
I'd like to take a trip up to Devil's Bowl, actually.
Yeah, that's Vermont, right? We're talking that one.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Steve?
I went down to Bubba Speedway with Bobby from Rapid and met the owner and promoter of Devil Bowl, and he said, "Oh, we should have a wingless thing up here." And I said, "We'd come," but I never heard nothing more about it.
Right.
Today, wherever the gang wants to go, I'm more than happy. Let's go.
Yeah. And there's a tight knit of 4 of us that will lock trailers and we'll be there.
Right. So do you think that if you guys had more of a purse to race with, maybe a little bit better tech, do you think that the class would definitely take off? What do you think would be the fix to try and grow this division?
Probably both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think tech
dumping extra in tech.
Yeah.
The tech is the biggest thing, I believe, at Accord, because there is none at all. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
Jeremy Quick went out of his way to make scales.
Yeah.
They're sitting up there. We've never used them.
Wow.
You don't have the manpower to be the tech guy.
Yeah. But what if
And
you
you can't
guys
take
had
another
your,
sprint guy.
I was gonna say, yeah. What if you guys had your own crew, like your own series tech? or something
Yeah,
like
but
that.
somebody that would come in from the outside, that's not fair.
Yeah.
You know, that'd be like us going to a hometown track for somebody else going, oh, okay, you're good, we're not.
Right.
Yeah, right.
You know, that's going to end up in a bar brawl.
Yeah.
So I guess there's no easy fix.
Yeah.
It's a shame because I love to see that class take off.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
that's-
other thing. You have to be different to drive one.
Yeah.
I let,
Yeah.
you guys know Jeff Tubbs.
Yep.
Runs a 4-cylinder.
Yeah.
I promised him last Eastern States I'd let him in my car. So the first week of practice at Accord, he showed up and reminded me that I said it.
Yeah.
So my brand new car, I sent him out in it. He came back muttering things and walked away from me. And
Yeah.
that was the last. And I'm sure he'll tell you there's something different about them things.
Yeah.
You got to have no fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everything you've learned about driving is wrong. You know, when you think your mind says let off the throttle, you got to stomp it.
So are you? I mean,
That's great.
your right rear is huge. So are you guys driving these things off the right rear? Is that how you're steering the car more with the rear than the front end? Because I've seen you guys even up at Accord, and your front wheels touch the ground sometimes like an airplane. They just kind of
Yeah, bouncing. Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
Drive to your right.
If you can get them doing that, you're doing it right.
Oh, Jesus. All right.
Yeah, the
So,
right rear is the main drive, but once you set it up, you want left.
Yeah.
You actually counter steer more than you steer.
Yeah. Okay.
But once you back out of the throttle and dump back in it, it rotates.
Nice. Awesome.
But is it similar to like the USAC? I mean, I guess the 3.6's gotten a little underpowered, but is it like driving with your feet though?
Yeah,
Per se, you know what I mean?
You back the throttles. You know, some guys tap the brake, some guys ride the brake, but it's mostly throttle off, on, and
Right.
just drive it. Just if the car centers up, you just stand in it.
So, right. Yeah.
Take the brake pedal and cut it off. You don't need it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was getting. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just it's amazing.
Until the guy in front of you gets crossed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
That's
everything, in your,
anything
life,
you race. That's anything
everything
you
in your
race.
life changes in a hurry.
Oh, sure. Especially if you don't own it.
Yeah. And then you realize you threw the brake pedal out. It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Oh my god.
Yep.
But the gear rule, like at Accord, where there's no gear rule, it's a rev rule. So we run 6,400 chips. But when you come down to shoot, when you back out of throttle, it's that point that drags the motor backwards, which sets you in.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like I ran my stepson Sportsman here at Middletown a couple weeks ago, and you literally have to set it with the brake.
So, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Where the sprint car, you don't. You know, you literally get it off it and just jump on it, and it drives it.
Jeremy Quick says sprints don't have brakes.
That's right. And he knows it too.
Yeah.
That guy right there knows all about it. I wouldn't be anywhere without Jeremy. Believe
Yeah.
me.
He's
He's,
the guy, man.
Yeah.
He's always been fast as hell everywhere that guy goes, dude. He's
Oh,
amazing
yeah.
to watch. I really like
Well,
watching him race.
what was
too.
it, 3
Yeah.
weeks ago? He gets in Stan Henry's spare car and whooped all our butts the first time in this year.
Yeah.
You know, he took a car that hasn't even been on the track yet and smoked us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric Jennings again.
Eric Jennings, too.
Yeah, he's another one. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
Eric
gets
can
his-
wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a few weeks ago. I think it was his daughter he had in it.
Yeah.
We were trying to announce that, and he had his daughter. And next thing you know, you started. No, that's Eric in that thing.
Yeah. I think what happened, they tried to gear the car down for her. You know, it was her first time in it. You know,
Right.
And he come over and said to us, "Listen, it's my daughter in the car."
Yeah.
And we said, "No, you know, it's all good. We'll take care of her. You know, we're not going to hurt her." But she couldn't get it in a high gear. She didn't rev it up high enough.
Oh, okay.
And I guess she got upset in the car, and I understand it. You know,
Yeah.
I when I first went out with it, I couldn't get it in gear neither. And I'm a 48-year-old guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was out there slamming and grinding and breaking stuff.
Oh shit.
But from what I understand, she's actually going to come back and run.
Okay.
Good. Good.
which would be awesome. You know,
Yeah,
I'd
that's
love
cool.
to see the kids in it. The one that came from Vermont, his son was 14, was running with us last Friday.
And he handled it pretty good for what
Yeah.
it was.
Well,
These kids
he
are getting
said-
younger and younger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
and they got more and more talent too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he ran Rumtown 3 times, and he's got 3 wins up there. I mean, I don't know how many cars are there, but it's still you know, you put it out front, you put it out front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dang.
You know, and they were great people. They offered us to come up, stay, and so they're supposed to going to come back the 30th of July, so come run with us again.
That's good. That's cool. Just a shame that the people got to come so far away. I just can't get over the fact that there's so many people involved in racing right here locally that just don't even try it. You know, it's
Well,
crazy.
you know, I've always said, you know, this area here has always been, you know, modified country. It really
yeah,
has.
Yeah.
I get that.
Every time they try to bring something new in, it'll start off great, and then people just kind of lose interest, especially if they're new to racing, and then they see what the modifieds are, and you know, and it's
Yeah.
you know, I had this conversation with Ron Hills, you know, even about the street stocks. You know, why is it that it's declining? You know, everybody wants that notoriety. They all want that instant, I guess, fame almost. You know, so everybody's jumping into sportsmen.
Sport.
You know,
Yeah.
nobody
But
wants
here's-
to. You know,
But
Here's the
cost
problem
too.
with
I mean.
Well, here's the problem with a sportsman group. Like my stepson run the sportsman. He just sold it last week. But it's so much work.
yeah, 100%.
You know, he's literally spending 3-4 days because we listen. I have no other crew. It's me.
Yeah.
I work on my car day and night. I have one guy that comes to the track with me.
Yep.
Steve has his wife.
Yep.
You know, we're doing this on a low budget, shits and giggles type thing. You know,
Yeah.
I don't have 5 guys to set up my car and I'm going to go climb in and race it. You know, same with Jeremy. Jeremy, nobody touches Jeremy's car. He does it himself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think that's the hard part in this class. Somebody has to have the knowledge to get into it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I
But-
knew
but-
nothing when we started. 0. I
But
made a
they
bunch of
say
phone calls.
right. But and they say like down in PA, a lot of guys switch from modifieds to sprint cars because they say it's cheaper
It's cheaper
to
and it's easy to
maintain and so,
maintain.
maintain. Yeah, that's the key. Yeah, you
that's
hear
what I
that a
think.
lot.
I
But
see.
we're
Well,
buying
Dan Malley did too.
55-gallon
Billy-
drums. 55-gallon drums of methanol. We're buying for $260. I think they are now.
Really?
Go buy a 55-gallon drum of 110.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
$700.
Big difference. Yeah. Huge difference.
Yeah, and I run maybe 6 gallons a night.
Yeah.
You know,
Wow.
I can afford to do that.
Jesus,
That's-
why I
That's
run
big.
my
That's
street
huge
stock.
right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on the maintenance end, 3-4 hours, you can have the car
Yeah.
stripped, cleaned, back together, scaled, ready to go for next week.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 to 4
Now,
hours.
is this something you guys have to scale every single week, or is it once it's set, or?
No, ours is you set it up on blocks, and then you go from ground to. Everybody's got different chassis points where you measure from,
Right.
and then you're good to go. And then if you got to throw a turn here and there, that's the way you go.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
3 hours, you're good as long as you don't bend the car up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's mornings I go into work. You know, if I have to work Fridays, I'll go in early, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, get it out, wash it, let it sit, come in at noon, get a driver in my truck, go through the car, set it up, load it in the trailer, go to Alcoa and run all night.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to worry about it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, it's I know my setup, my thing. I just do it.
Huh.
5 or 6 phone calls to Jeremy Quick, and
Yeah, man.
There's no book full of notes.
yeah,
Every week,
Yeah.
got the books out, start scratching here, scratching there.
no matter what you do, write it down, and you go back to it, and then 9 times out of 10, it helps you out.
Yeah. Nice.
So let me ask, like Eric Jennings. Obviously he's got a car. He just not into it, or is he just hanging back waiting for the kid? 'Cause it's a shame to see somebody like that that's really good at it, you know, sit on the side.
Yeah, I think I believe he's still running one of the 305s
Okay.
or the 360. I don't know which one he has. I haven't talked to Eric in a while, but I know he was pushing to get his daughter involved.
Right. Okay.
And sometimes, like my stepson, that's the reason why he sold his Sportsman.
Right.
You know, my grandbabies are ready, so he got a a go-kart, and we're going to be looking for slingshots and time to bring the next generation through, you know.
Now, didn't he just buy that car? I'm just saying.
Well, yeah.
Jeez.
But there's always another one.
Yep.
Nah, it's just to run in Middletown and the Sportsman. It's a pound
it's
fest.
Yeah.
You know, we had to put a nose on it, and it just. I was there the night he finished up there, and I was the only guy there for him.
Yeah, that's
You
tough.
know, it's tough. You know, he does all the work himself.
Yeah, you got a lot of. I mean, some of them sportsman teams, they're set up like some of these modified guys are. You know, they got 10, 15 guys working on.
You get Joey Brunin, and you know, these guys have a crew, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
And it's hard to compete with somebody like that when you're a weekend warrior. You know.
Yeah. You know, these guys
it's like
are racing
any of us
3-4
chasing
times a
Stu
week.
down. You know.
Yeah.
And it's hard to do them kind of cars by yourself too. I mean, I did it for a little while. It's hard, man. It's even to have one guy, it's hard to do.
It's an hour just to take the body off.
Yeah. And God forbid it's a little bent up trying to put it back together.
You ought to try with a lot of bent up.
You know, I know, man. I've been there. It's frustrating.
But I'm sure he'll be back.
Oh,
He's doing it for the right reasons. He's doing, you know. It is what it is, but I'm sure he'll be back around.
Yeah.
So we've reached the part of the show where I always like to ask everybody that's been on here, other than the Daytona 500. And Dan, we'll start with you because you seem to be the talker out of the couple here. If you could win any feature event other than the Daytona 500, and what would be the one race that you would really?
That would take 2 seconds. Chili Bowl.
Chili Bowl. See, that was the main answer there for a long time.
Yeah.
I would love to run the Chili Bowl or Eldora. I just turned 50 last week.
Nice.
And my 50th birthday thing was I wanted to run either the Chili Bowl or Eldora, and it might have to be number 51, I guess.
Yeah. How about you, Steve?
It'd be Knoxville.
Hell yeah.
Knoxville in the 360.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to specify in what.
Yeah.
Because they got the 305, the 360s, the 410.
No, I'd want to go 410.
Yeah, man.
I think even just to make the show would be amazing. You know what I mean?
Just to try to make it.
You know, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, even, you know, even the Chili Bowl, too. You know, you have a lot of great modified guys that went out there. You know, Jerry Higbee and I think Jerry won like a D main or something like that, and that was it. That was as far as he went. You know,
Jerry's my cousin.
Yeah, those races are amazing. Dude. You know, listen, you know, I love sprint cars. I love watching them, especially you know Knoxville and all that stuff. But something about the Chili Bowl, I don't know, man. You know,
That's the best of the best of the best.
Yeah.
Between that and Knoxville, that's it. I mean, Knoxville.
You got anywhere from NASCAR drivers right on down to a guy who just got out running like a 600, those modified XL 600s. You know, running them things. Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome. So, but Dan, Steve, dude, it's been awesome having you guys on here, and I learned a lot more than I thought I knew. I've been calling you guys up backward for years and years. You know, so. And Dan, you're always good for a show, no matter what.
Anytime.
Yeah.
And of course, Dave Allen had to remind Gary did say you're old, Dan. You know, he had to throw that back in.
Yeah. Here's the thing: at the track, they call me the old guy.
Yeah.
There you go.
But when I'm out front, it ain't so funny no more.
I promise not to say that on the mic. I promise. I won't call that on.
It don't even bother me anymore.
Old man Dan.
Old man Dan Malley. You know? That's it. Friday night.
Still out front.
Yeah, father time bringing up the rear.
Yep.
How old Sammy Swindell?
Oh shit! There you go.
60.
60.
Right,
yeah.
so,
60 something. Yeah.
Yep.
Listen, I'm the same way, man. I said that to the wife the other day. You know, we decided to gear back a little bit on racing, and you know, I don't think I'll ever retire as long as I can get in the car and kind of work the pedals, and I'll do it forever. I'll do it forever. You know, it's just that weekly grind, man. It just
it gets rough.
Yeah,
it's hard.
But anyway, so do you guys want to talk a little bit about some of your sponsors for 2021? Dan, you want to go?
Yeah, I got This year I got Pedal Oils, one of my main sponsors, Butler Construction, obviously Malley Pool Water, and we haven't really jumped any more than that. I got Tolan Construction, and my wife's business is the Holly Berry's shop, and we don't really do much more than that. I mostly foot everything myself.
Nice. Steve, how about you?
We got quite a bit. We got Jay Kramer Landscaping, him, and we got LC Service. The two of them are my main sponsors. I think without them, I wouldn't be able to where I am today. We got Advanced Owner Parts out of Newton. They help quite a bit. We got Rick Hill from Hilly's Powder Coating. He helps us out quite a bit. He makes bumpers, rub rails, basically whatever you need for a car. He's a modified driver himself.
Yeah.
We got A&B Carburetors out of Newtown, Connecticut. He does all our carb work. We got wingless supply down here by us, and there's a couple of handfuls that helps us out when they can, throw us a little money now and then when they can. But it's really just me and my wife turning the wrenches and doing what we can do.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Again, thank you guys for joining us, and we'd love to have you on. Maybe a couple more times this year. Definitely try to help push promote the division.
Absolutely.
Listen, anytime you guys want.
Yeah. Listen, I'm still in awe that it hasn't really taken off. I mean, it sounds so.
I say that all the time. I can't believe it either. And how long has it been around now? How long have they been going at that court? How many years?
I think it's 4 years.
Yeah.
4 years?
Right?
Yeah, because I came in the first year, and we were pushing 12 cars the first year. And then it just sort of, I don't know, walked out. I think
Don Smith too, right? Donnie Smith.
Yeah,
he was pushing.
Yeah.
He was getting some guys in the cars. He actually offered one night to let me go out and try it once.
Yeah,
There was something about life insurance, and my wife told me I couldn't come home. I had something. I don't remember.
Yeah, we used to have Larry Ricky used to be there, and he had to retire because of his back.
Yeah.
But there's a few guys out there, and I know the cars are sitting there. I just don't know why they won't bring them.
Yeah, there's a lot of cars. Everybody talks about it, but then nobody shows up when it's the time to do it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, maybe it's something to get with the track promoters and stuff. I mean, Gary Palmer. I mean, those guys were big sprinters. They were big sprint car guys. With Little Gary and all of them. And maybe voice your concerns and and there's got to be a means to an end here somewhere.
Yeah, well, we're trying, and a lot of it, Jeremy took over actually the year before last because COVID shut us down last year. But Jeremy was sort of stepping up, and I was trying to give a helping hand. Steve was trying to help, and just get a crew that we can get some tech and get everybody happy, and just have a good night.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We're gonna sit it out and see what happens, and keep running every week, and try to put on a show.
And kudos to Gary to keeping you around, because a lot of tracks with less cars like that will boot you out the door.
Yeah. But I think that was one of the big things of going every other week. And it's hard for them too.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that from a business side.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You have to look at it from both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think Accord just lost their tech guy again, didn't they? Isn't I think Ben's gone now, right?
Well, is he gone for good?
Oh, I don't know.
Because they did make an announcement last week there was going to be
no tech, and I wish I had known,
Ben
man.
was gone.
Dude, I've got some.
That's a PSA announcement. Now Accord will be flocked this Friday night, right? No tech. Everybody show up.
Yeah.
10,000 guys there.
Oh,
Listen,
yeah.
I got one hell of a 4412.
I can see it. I can see it already.
I'm putting a 360 in Friday.
Hank just, yeah, man. Hell yeah. Listen, I'm gonna rent one of your sprint cars and I'm gonna put it in the pure stock feature.
All right.
Yeah. Listen, they said that there's defender came off. Yeah, man.
And Dan said to bring them. Bring everything.
Yep. Bring it off. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
absolutely.
shit.
So.
Oh boy.
But, all right, guys. We appreciate you, and hopefully we'll talk to you soon. Best of luck for throughout the rest of 2021, dude. It's Dan, you're a character, brother. It was nice meeting you guys.
Yeah,
nice
it's definitely
meeting you guys,
cool.
dude. Thanks for having us, man.
No worries.
Awesome.
Cool. Be good.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right, man.
Bye.
So I could definitely hang out in a bar room with Dan Malley. I really.
Oh
could.
yeah, that dude. He's
Yeah, good stuff.
yeah, man.
Good stuff.
Holy shit.
So, yeah. I guess that's it, right? That's what we're doing. So, just to again, kind of put it out there. We're not quitting. I'll never quit racing. I'll always be a part of it somehow, some way. Just the weekly grind, man.
It's tough.
The kids are getting older. I've been doing it for 21 years. And I made a post, and they were kind of starting to bash the track a little bit, and not into that. It's nothing the track did or didn't do. It just wasn't having fun. And the kids are getting older, and so time to.
No, I hear you, man. When it's not fun no more, then
I hate points racing. I hate it. I can't stand it. I don't like it. I don't want to be a part of it. But a big giant thank you to Jimmy Smith, Tony Garaguzzo. Tony's a points racer, man. He loves it. He loves to be in it every week. I'm not into it. I'm really not.
Some people love that stuff, though, man. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah. All I can
it will consume you. It will.
Oh, absolutely. Again, man, the unruly race, September 12th, dude, I am looking forward to that. I got everybody talked in. Cousin Larry's coming. Jimmy's coming. Tony's coming. Dude, we're going to do it. This thing's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
That's cool.
So we're going to go do that up at Thunder Mountain. Never been there. It's going to be a good time. Gary, I think you should bring your camera. I'm definitely going to
I'll definitely be there for that. Yeah.
I'm definitely probably going to do something really stupid.
About that.
Yeah.
Definitely be there.
But again, man, thanks everybody for watching, and especially last week. Yeah.
I'm going to do this thing here. We put up like a little so what I'm going to do, as everybody probably saw on the page, I'm going to put everybody's name into a randomizer.
Oh, okay.
I put, I haven't been to Bethel yet this year, unfortunately. So I looked on their page, and I took the top 5 people from every class in the points. And then other people commented they're going to race. So we have others from Bethel. We got a bunch from McCord. So, and what's going to happen is,
I believe George Van Arnsdale told me that weekly we are allowed to give away a family 4-pack. If I'm wrong, then I will pay for it. But we also have that to give away this week, right? That's what we're going to do. Is this what we're doing?
Yeah,
I saw what you posted, but I don't pay attention, dude. I'm retarded. I'm an idiot.
It's all right. I got it. Yeah, last week after the show, because I wasn't sure what was going on, and George commented on there that he had tickets, so I put up a trivia question after the show was over, and we got a winner for that.
Nice.
So I don't know if that's something you want to do, just pop it up, because that I kind of like that idea of doing the trivia after, because there's somebody that could not watch the show and still able chance to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. So George just popped in. So weekly we will have a family 4-pack to give away for the Bethel Motor Speedway. I highly recommend that place. Dude, it's a ton of fun. If Joel wins, it's rigged. I'm not gonna win.
Joel's not in. Joel didn't tell me where he's racing, so
listen, nowhere soon.
There you go. So Joel's not in this, so he's not getting nothing.
Yeah, nice.
But
it sounds like my. Never mind.
Yep. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. All right. So let me just set this and share this. All right, so
fancy.
Try.
Dude, we got like an intro video now with like featuring you. Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah, just me. Sorry. Hey, man, you missed it last week. I want to thank Michaela Hempstead for putting that together.
Yeah, dude, that's cool.
That's really a cool deal.
We got to figure out why there's no sound. Well, you do.
I'll get it. I didn't know it was no sound till late, but we'll figure it out. All right, so I don't even know if you'll be able to see that, but it's kind of small. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to randomize this. I'm just going to hit it 5 times is what I'm going to do. And then whoever's name is at the top of the list, right here you see I'm scrolling. It's got everybody's name that was, from Accord, anywhere from Bethel. So it's going to be somebody from Bethel, and 4-cylinder guys, you are in there. There's probably like 10 of you guys in there. So 4 cylinders are in here as well, so you have a chance to win.
And what's this for? What are they winning?
What we're going to do is this week we're going to pay their admission into the racetrack and also give them 5 gallons of free race fuel.
Hell yeah.
So ultimately, it can be kind of like a free night of racing, I'd say. So it's going to the free admission goes to the driver, obviously. So it's going to be the driver and then 5 free gallons. And I think somebody commented on there that somebody runs regular fuel.
Pump gas.
We could figure something out with that. I mean,
Usually $25 for 5 gallons is about right.
Right. So
might be a little more.
Right. So whatever it is, we'll figure that out. Obviously, I'll be at Accord. I'll be at Bethel this week too. So 5 gallons will get the track fuel, so you don't get in trouble. But yeah, we'll figure something out if like a 4-cylinder or something wins. Unless you're running race fuel in your 4-cylinder, I don't know.
It's possible.
But here we go. So I'm gonna hit this randomize button, and it's gonna see it's got everybody. There's 93 names in here, so I'm gonna hit it 5 times. So there's the 1, 2. As you can see, it switches every time. 3, 4. So whoever's at the top after this one is the winner, and that is Emerson Cargain.
Nice.
That's junior, I believe, right? Bethel.
Yeah.
All right. So I will get with him, and I don't know if he races there weekly or not, but he was up there in the points. That's why I put him in there. So
yeah, he runs a pro stock up there, and he was also running a 4-cylinder truck, which is a new division I believe that they are trying to start.
Okay.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of it's almost like these sprint car guys, man. You got one guy starting to build the trucks and stuff, and they're really, it looks like they got 3 or 4 of them starting to take off a little bit. And yeah.
George said pro stocks are off this week.
Pro stocks are off this week. Okay.
All right. So
well, reach out to Emerson anyway.
Yeah.
Reach out to him, and
they'll be back, I guess, next week. Yeah, that sucks. I didn't know that pro stocks were off this week.
All right. Well, he still won. Let's reach out to him. And
yeah.
Then, we'll do what we need to do. I can't see the thing. My phone died. That's why I ran away. I was like, shit.
All right,
so grab my charger.
All right. So pro stocks. All right. This is what I'm gonna do. Pro stocks are there. So he's gonna take. So I'm just gonna hit this button one more time. So Emerson is one. So his stuff will be paid for next week.
Nice.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna hit this again, and whoever's on the top, that's who's gonna win for this week. Hopefully, it's not another pro stock guy. Dave Gerard. So that's an Accord guy.
Yeah.
All right. So we got one winner from each. So Dave Gerard, we'll get with him. So I'll get with Emerson. He'll get his stuff next week, and then Dave Gerard will be good for this week.
Perfect. Awesome. Love it. Oh, you're muted.
All right, so yeah.
There you go.
All right, so yeah, so Dave Gerard is a pure stock guy up at Accord.
Yeah, hell of a pure stock guy.
Yeah, he's been away for a while, and I was talking to him in the pits, and then he said it's been since 2002 was the last time he was there. So yeah, that guy, first night back in the car, he finished second up there. So yeah, he didn't forget his way around.
I want to say maybe he said 2000. I think it was later because I can remember announcing in like 08 and stuff like that, and he was the guy to beat like 2 years in a row.
Yeah,
he was the guy to beat up there. Listen, give him some time, man. He's gonna be tough to beat again.
Yeah, so he's definitely fast up there, no doubt.
And
Jeremy, I'm gonna put up a trivia once we go off. We'll put up a trivia for Accord and Bethel for tickets for this week. And this week is the Racer Arena, right? That's always a good show up at Bethel. if I'm not mistaken.
The
Danbury Racer
I think
Arena
so.
reunion.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because my good buddy John Lombardo, he just got out of the hospital again. Good job, John. Dude, keep fighting, brother. He's got a car that Larry O is going to be running. So that's actually up at Tony Garagusso's right now, getting a little love. But,
Okay.
so... yep. So, okay. So I guess that's it. That's going to do it for us.
That is it. Yep. So,
I'm going to go run 5 miles. Cause
Now?
That's what I do now. Oh, yeah. Why not? Dude, it's the best time of the day, dude. It's nice and cool out. I put my headlamp on like a nerd.
All right.
Bro, I'm down to almost 180 pounds.
There you go. Well,
I've lost
shit.
almost 50 some odd pounds, bro. It's awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah, now I got like man boobs. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
And I need to get to the gym.
I swear to God.
Oh,
Oh, my Lanta. I need to borrow one of my kids' bras.
Oh, yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. I think that's all they said. Dad, you got boobs. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Watch your own mouth. Sprint's cars are off this week, and the Accord double features on the 30th.
Yep,
Thank you,
double
Dan.
features on the 30th.
Watch out for the red trucks. Watch out for the red trucks? What the hell's the red trucks? I don't even know what that means. I got
Go
my
to-
phone back on. All right,
to-
folks.
Go to bed, Larry.
Go to bed. You're drunk.
Yeah, really. All right, so, so we'll
Sweet.
see everybody next Monday.
Yeah, man. Hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Support your local track. Support. Stop bitching about it. Get off of social media. Go out and support your track. If you don't like it, don't go there. Go to a NIFA one. I recommend Bethel, Accord, Orange County, Weedsport, wherever there's a local track. Keep local racing. Keep it alive.
That's
You
right.
guys complaining on social media, you're part of the problem. All right, folks. See you next week.
See ya.